Hello sustainability professionals, welcome you all to this video series on carbon accounting. Let's talk more about practitioners puzzles in this domain. In this first episode, let's talk about biofuel in operations. If biofuel is used in operations, can we really report those emissions as zero in our reporting? The answer to this is no. So for any fuel, if you are combusting, almost three major gases will be released into the atmosphere, like CO2, carbon dioxide, methane CH4, and N2O, nitrous oxide. So if we talk about this biofuel combustion, only CO2 is considered as neutral, but not CH4 and N2O. The reason is the biofuel is generally produced from plant or agricultural products, and during their growth stage, these plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere as a natural cycle process, and it will be stored in the plant itself. And when this plant is converted into a biofuel and again used in combustion, then it releases energy, and in this process carbon dioxide is also released. So the carbon dioxide released in this process is the carbon dioxide already existed on the atmosphere, so there is no net addition of CO2 onto the globe. So it's just a carbon dioxide transformation from one element to other element in a very short cycle. That's why we can still consider it as zero. But when you talk about CH4 and N2O, these are totally a new addition of GHG gases into the atmosphere. And also the global warming potential for these CH4 and N2O are relatively very high when compared to CO2. So that's the reason even in GHG protocol guidance, it's clearly mentioned that whenever a biofuel is used in the combustion, corresponding emissions of methane and nitrous oxide need to be reported under scope 1, and CO2 related emissions can still be considered as zero in scope 1, but it can be, or it should be, mentioned as a memo item separately apart from your scope 1, 2 and 3. So from next time when you are doing the accounting for biofuel, don't forget to add this two elements CH4 and N2 under your scope 1 emissions. Maybe right now the penetration of biofuel in any organization's percentage wise it might be low, but going forward in the net zero journey, biofuel percentage might significantly increase, and then in those scenarios neglecting the CH4 and N2O from your entire emissions of scope 1 is not advisable. So if you have any further questions, or otherwise if you have any similar questions related to carbon accounting, please feel free to reach out to us via comments. We will try to answer those questions. Thank you.